Hello everybody, I'm Shayne McAnalley and welcome to the corporate update call for May 2021. So here we go, let's get started with this. The Mini P3 was this past weekend and it went really well. And I just want to go over a few things about it. And it started on Friday night with the Science Night, which featured Dr. Bill, Dr. John Hall, and Dr. Dan Fouts, and they did a phenomenal job. I hope you guys got to see that. It was very well received for people who saw it in person and those who also saw it on the internet. So make sure that anytime we have those, you take the time to have a look if that is something that really interests you. A lot of people really are interested in that stuff, and it's a great place for them to go and see it. And then on Saturday, we did pretty much everything else but the science part of it. And we had some really amazing and inspirational testimonials from our wellness partners who were in attendance. That's one of the best parts of the events we have are the testimonials and the stories about how Aroga is affecting people's lives in a very positive and an amazing way. So whenever you get a chance, make sure you get to those. We also recognized there's quite a few of the people who were there as the wellness partners who had done something pretty significant, whether it be hit another rank, get a bunch of customers, or anything like that. And I do want to mention the people's names, and it is quite a long list, but I think it's worth it to recognize them and let you guys who weren't able to make it at least hear their names. So let's start. It's Dr. Dan and Tamara Fouts, Troy and Lisa McKnight, Joy Moore, Mary Kay Tanka, Mark and Anna, Christina Fritz, Jan Bernard, Ricky and Gina Cola-Francesco, Herschel Samples, James and Allison Purdue, Pam and Jean Watson, Rhett McAnally, John and Ada Rollins, Kay Farmer, Sharon Sitt, Gary Popkin, Jeff and Patty Dunlap, Ron Ferguson, and Laura Lynn Horning. Guys, congratulations on what you did, and thank you for spreading the Aroga mission. There was also some new products announced, and these products are still in the pre-launch phase, but we did announce them, and for the people who were there, they actually will be able to get them before everybody else does. So yet another reason to show up to these events when we have them. I'll tell you a little bit about them though. The first one's going to be what we're going to call Omega. It's our next essentials product, and it will launch in October. It uses the science that's right in front of us and makes the most phenomenal and effective and affordable omega oil product available. And when I say omega, I'm talking about the omega-3, omega-6, that type of stuff. There'll be a lot more to come on that as we get closer to our full launch, and it will be heavily featured on the Science Night that will occur around the P3 in October. Next one we talked about is our next Pathways Plus product, and it's going to be lung support, Pathways Plus lung support. And it, like I said, is our next Pathways product. It will also launch in October, and it's designed to support apoptosis with an emphasis on the lungs. Just like with Omega, there'll be much more of that to come out as we get closer to launching it. And like I said, for the people who were in attendance, they were able to get their product months ahead of the launch. Not a lot of reason to go into more on that, just you don't want to miss out on these things. The next Science Night, around October, that is, around the P3, we'll give the science around these two new amazing products. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you are present for that Science Night. Another thing we announced is an update to our IVX platform. It's a whole new level. We were on IVX 2.0. This is IVX 3.0. It's on an updated platform, but what you'll really notice is that you're not going to receive text messages anymore, but rather you'll receive email notifications. And these emails will have a little more detail in them because they can be longer. But for those of you wondering why, it's because we do quite a bit of international stuff, and the rules and regulations around text messages in different countries are very different. Email's really simple. text messages was starting to create a problem that wasn't very reasonable to try to resolve. It was way better to just go to email. So also another thing you need to be aware of, there was a lot of confusion when we had the system before, because people, when you put your personal URL in there, were putting only part of it or not the whole thing. So what we've done is we've made it to where you put the entire URL there. Okay, so what you'll do, the easiest way to do it is go to your personal page, copy the whole URL from your personal page, and paste it into the blank. That way there's not any place for you to accidentally leave out a letter or a period or something like that. So do that. If that's a little confusing, of course, call customer service and they can help you out with that a little bit. Sean and Barbie also discussed the importance of the events and actively networking, and that was also a time where a lot of the people, the wellness partners there, stepped up and really added to that, and it was really great. So thank you guys, all of you who attended. There was great participation for those who did. We really appreciate it, and so did the other attendees. Get your tickets now for the P3 in October. You don't want to miss it, and I'm quite confident it's going to sell out pretty quick, so don't wait to get your ticket. Get it quickly. All right, a couple ways to get connected. Facebook is probably the best way to do it, guys. We post lots of stuff there about events. We encourage you guys to post stuff about your events, any comments you have, questions you have, whatever it happens to be. That's an excellent place to do it. A new one, well, fairly new to most of us, but I want to encourage you guys to get on it, all right? And it's a little bit unique because it is so new, but you have to have some kind of Apple product, like an iPhone, an iPad, an iPod, not a Mac computer, but one of those other things. And what you do is you get the app, you download it, and you can look for various things that you're interested in. But the two things I want to really point out are 2 times a week, we get on there and we have a discussion about apoptosis. And it's Tuesday and Thursday evening at 6:30 Central Time. Okay? It's a great platform because you can not only listen, but if you have a question or a comment, there's a place where you can raise your hand and they can bring you up to the stage and you can interact with them. It's a really, really, really cool system, and I want to encourage all of you to get on that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, of course you can call customer service, but your upline is probably the best place to look into that. Also, guys, please see the new team performance report. It tells you what people on your team need to do to get to the next rank. It answers a lot of the questions a lot of you guys have had over the years, and it's a really powerful tool, so make sure you check it out. Another thing I want you guys to look at is the arogaswag.com, and it was really, really neat seeing a lot of you guys who had ordered stuff from that website wearing it at the Mini P3 over the weekend. A reminder, P3 tickets are in the Wellness Partner store in your back office. Of course, if you have trouble with that, call customer service. They can help you with that. Shifting gears here just a little bit. The Leadership Development Zoom. Like I say, this has been very well received, and we encourage you still to have your team calls or Zooms, but everyone is also welcome to this corporate one. Something unique. There will not be one tonight, which is May the 3rd, in case you're watching it on another day. But they'll start again next week on Monday, which I believe is the 10th. And Dr. Dan Fouts will be doing a series on the comp plan and his daily process in the back office. And the few people I know he's talked to about this are really excited about it and find it very simple and very helpful. So if you're interested in that, text Leader 2021 to 313131, and you'll receive a text message as to when the events are about to start and the link to click to get on. Happy hours. Please check out the Facebook page events tab to stay up to date on when the next one will be, and other events for that matter. Those are really fun. People seem to really like them. We always have some really cool giveaways. So, don't miss them. It's nice to get together to see people pretty regularly, and it's another great laid-back way to do that. Something I want to make sure we don't miss, and that's acknowledging the April Regional, and that was put on by Randy and Laura Lynn Horning. They had some guests on there that did a really great job. Dr. Doug Fireball gave a great message. I hope you guys got to see that. And it was really powerful. And great job, Randy and Laura Lynn. We'll announce the upcoming ones on Facebook and on any of the calls that we have, so make sure you pay attention to that. A few more resources I want to just mention are the Just for the Health of It YouTube channel. Those are videos that Dr. Bill, Dr. Hall, Barbie, and Sean, or a mix of those guys, they put on there that answer the questions that a lot of you guys have. So make sure you check that out, subscribe to it, click the little bell so you get notified when new stuff comes up. Like we talked about earlier, the IVX, the live videos, the weekly calls. I mean, those guys are getting better and better all the time, and they're already great. So make sure you listen to those and try to get on them when they're live, because it just makes them a little bit better when you do that. Another thing that's starting to pick up a lot more steam, which makes me really, really happy, are the three-way calls. If you're not doing those or don't know what I'm talking about, please get with your upline, and they would love to help you do those, I promise, because they are so powerful and they're so easy to do. Guys, I want to encourage you, as always, to be proactive. Reach down to your downline. Don't wait for them to reach up to you. It'll really help and really go a long way for yours and their business. All right, guys. So check your back office early. Check it often. You don't want to miss anything. There's lots of great information there. And don't forget, all auto orders run on the 23rd. So once 23rd hits, that's when you really, really, really got to get moving if you want something to be different. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks. Have a great month, and we look forward to seeing you again in the very near future.